Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Coach Tam, 100-pound weight loss success story and transformation coach. This time, checking in from Richmond, Virginia. I'm excited to have an opportunity to come home and to be with family and friends. And speaking of family and friends, that is exactly what tonight's Facebook Live is all about. The big day, Thanksgiving Day, is tomorrow. And as I have been chatting with some of you, either in person within our program at 265 Point or interacting with you on social media, I know that there's a little apprehension about how to deal with well-meaning family and friends that may push or encourage you to eat certain food that really doesn't align with your commitment to healthy eating. Now, I know, please hear me. I know that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be perfect decisions tomorrow. And I wouldn't expect there to be perfect decisions tomorrow. I will say, full disclosure, I'm looking forward to the macaroni and cheese. I'm looking forward to the potato salad and the candy yam. So not expecting perfect decisions, but if you have made a decision within yourself that you want to maintain your weight as we finish up the year, or maybe you want to lose weight, it's going to be really, really critical that you manage tomorrow well and the interactions with family and friends, because this is a really critical time as we go into the last few weeks of the year. Can you believe? Like 40 something days, we'll be saying Happy New Year. So let's talk about how you deal with people that may be encouraging you to eat something that you've already made a decision that you're not going to eat, or you've already had enough. So the first piece of advice that I have for you is to not say I'm on a diet or reference a diet in any way, shape, or form. Now, you may be thinking, well, yeah, certainly if I tell people that I'm on a diet, then they will back off. But in my experience, and I want you to really think about it, in the past when you've done that, how many times has it actually worked out in your favor? One of the things that we have to accept about a word like diet is it does come with a bit of mental and emotional baggage. So whenever we use that word, the person that we're speaking with has a tendency to do one of two things. Either they want to relieve us of the pressure of a diet, and so they'll say they're wanting to say something encouraging and say, oh, well, you look great, or you don't have to worry about that, right? But it's really not about that. It's about the commitment and the decision that you've made. Or the other response is, well, here, go ahead and have this. You can take today off. That was some of the things that I got 10 years ago. But you know what you need to do for yourself. But know that word diet sometimes can cause a person to reflect their own personal feelings and opinions about diets into how they respond to you. So my first piece of advice, don't even use the word diet. Don't include it in any of your conversations, because really it's not about that. It's about establishing a new way of eating, and it's about improving your health and feeling good in your skin. So skip the word diet, okay? The second thing, stuff moving around here in the house. Second thing that I want to encourage you to do is to compliment the person. So one of the things that we have to realize about food is, for many people, it is an expression of love. Okay, so especially people, you're thinking about, your grandma, your auntie, someone that really pours their heart into cooking. To them, it's very personal. It's a way of, again, them expressing their love towards you. So you may be, a little hesitant to say, well, I don't want to eat that, because you don't want them to be offended. So one of the strategies I want to encourage you to use is to compliment the person, right? Assure them, let them know that, you love their cooking. And we're going to talk about how to do this in just a bit, but make sure that they understand that your decision has nothing to do with them or the food, right? So take the focus away from that by complimenting. The third thing that I want you to do is a little strategic, but it works, right? So after you have given your compliment, you want to make a firm but polite statement. So we're not going to be rude. A polite but firm statement, and then you're going to shift the focus of the conversation from you to them. All right. So again, compliment the person, make a polite but firm statement, and then shift the focus of the conversation from you to them. So let me give you an example of what that could sound like. It could sound something like, and you use your own words, but just an example. Oh, I love your cooking, and that looks so amazing. Wow, that looks great, right? So you're complimenting the person, letting them know you appreciate their food and that you know that they're a good cook. But then the polite but firm statement comes in, and often what you can do is kind of use an external party as someone of authority to take a little bit of the weight off of you, right? So it can either be your doctor or it could be me. You can use me. You say, hey, my coach, right? So, oh man, that looks great. That looks amazing. But you know what? I made a commitment to my doctor. I made a commitment to my coach that I wouldn't overeat today. I wouldn't overdo it, and I'm full. So I'm good. I really appreciate the offer, right? So you're making a polite statement, not getting, upset or agitated, but just, hey, listen, I've made this commitment to someone else. So taking the pressure off of you. People tend to see doctors, coaches, trainers, you can say trainers, as people of authority. So that takes some of the heat off of you. So now what we need to do is shift the conversation, right? Because it's still a little awkward, right? So what do I do now? Shift the conversation from you to them, right? So now it is, oh, wow, Kayla, she's growing up, man. How old is she now? Just engage them in conversation. And then you use a technique. This is something that you do when you're looking to build relationships, right? Is you expand. So again, you're just expanding the conversation and making it about them, right? So Kayla, oh my gosh, she's growing up so fast. What grade is she in now, right? So then they're going to answer that question, and it's like, oh, wow, so what kind of activities do you have her in, right? It could be anything. Just genuinely express an interest in that person and get them engaged in conversation about themselves, and they will forget all about what it is that they wanted to push on you, all right? So that's a great way to handle this situation. Now, you may be thinking, well, Coach Tam, what if I do that and the person just really doesn't respond, or they take it really hard, they take it really personally, right? So everyone is different. So I can't promise that this will work with everyone. So my final strategy that I want to share is to use what we call the heart to heart. And what does that mean? That means, maybe pulling that person to the side and say, can I talk to you for a second? And that gives you an opportunity to really, really express what's on your heart and not necessarily do it in such a public forum where there are lots of listening eyes, listening ears, and prying eyes, right? So you're able to shift the conversation. Just go into another room. Hey, I just wanted to let you know, I'm really, I'm making a commitment to my health here, and this really isn't about you. It's not against you, it's for me, right? So I'm not against you. I appreciate the offer. I love you. You're an important person in my life, and I appreciate you, this expression of love, but I really need to do this. And this is where you can be honest about why you're doing what you're doing. Hey there, Cheryl, welcome. So you can be honest about why you're going a little bit deeper on why you're doing what you're doing. So for example, if you're a diabetic, you know what, I really need to stay focused because I want to keep my blood sugar levels in check. Or if you're dealing with high blood pressure, I'm really trying to stay focused. I want to get off of this medication. And so I really just want to make good decisions today. And here's another thing, I would really appreciate your support, right? So whenever you tell someone, I would appreciate your support, well, of course, people want to support you because they love you, right? So now you're asking them to be a part of the solution by asking them for their support. Or if it's about, it's my knees, and I want to get some of this weight off so I can take some pressure off of my knees. I've really been dealing with a lot there, and I haven't talked about it a lot, but I'm really at a point in my life where I need to make some different decisions, and I would really appreciate your support, right? So you're having that heart to heart, and they're able to hear your heart. I believe that you can express your heart in how you communicate to someone. So they're able to actually hear, hey, this has nothing to do with my food. It's not that she doesn't like my cooking. It's just that she needs to do something for herself, all right? So I hope that this has been helpful for you. Let me do a quick recap, all right? So you're not going to use the word diet because almost always conjures up negative emotions, or at the very least, the person doesn't know where to go with that conversation, right? So it's just awkward. So don't use the word diet. Now what you want to do is compliment the person and let them know you love them and you appreciate them. You're going to use a polite but firm statement to stand strong, and this is my commitment. And then you're going to shift the focus of the conversation from you to them. All right, try to get them engaged in conversation about what is going on with their life, because honestly, isn't that a lot of what Thanksgiving is about? It's not just about the food, it's about the fellowship. It's about catching up with family and friends. So use that as an opportunity to do that. And if for some reason that doesn't work, and this is a really important relationship in your life, and I'm sure it is because it's Thanksgiving Day, then you want to use the heart to heart. Take them to the side, have the conversation, allow them to hear your heart, and I'm confident that they will want to do the right thing and support you. All right. So I hope that you have found this helpful. If you have, give me a like. Make sure that you share this on your social media so that other people are able to learn too. And if you're looking for more support, you're wanting to learn more about how we can help you to reach your goals, I want to encourage you to visit our website. It's www.265point.com. I hope you have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be getting in that workout. Even if you can't join me live, make sure that you join the event page, and then you can get the access to the replay and get it in whenever it suits your schedule. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless.